Hi everyone, my name is Vishwa, your host, and welcome to Facts No Printer, a show where we explore fun facts about the world and beyond. This season, we're diving into the ravines and other natural spaces of the city to get a little bit more greenery into our lives, while more so orange and red due to the fall. Today, I will be giving you all a brief overview of arguably the most beautiful and overlooked part of our city, the ravines. Toronto's ravines are not just stunning natural spaces, but they're rich in history, biodiversity, and community stories. So let's go outside and take a stroll through the Don Mills Ravine, one of the three major ravine systems in Toronto. The Don River Ravine stretches for about 38 kilometers and empties at Lake Ontario at the Toronto Harbour. Some of Toronto's iconic attractions are here, such as the Evergreen Brickworks. Two rivers come together to form the Don, the east and the west branches. They meet and converge about 7 kilometers above Lake Ontario, whilst on their journey south to the lake. Below this area is called the Lower Don, and so similarly above it is the Upper Don. The Indigenous history of the Don River and its surrounding areas is incredibly significant. Human settlements can be traced back to about 7,000 years, drawn to by the river's natural resources. By 1300, the Wendat built log houses nearby, and the Mississaugas followed in the 1700s. During colonial times, Lieutenant Governor Simcoe later named it the Don River, inspired by a river in England. The Don River has significantly impacted Toronto's development, serving as a crucial waterway for Indigenous peoples long before the European settlers arrived. As the city grew, sawmills, paper mills, breweries, and brick factories emerged along its banks. Unfortunately, industrialization took its toll, leading to pollution and degradation of this area. But today, did you know that the Don is home to over 300 species of wildlife, from deer to foxes to countless bird species? It's like a nature reserve right in our backyard. I remember one afternoon I was in the area as I was checking out an exhibit at a nearby gallery. As I sat quietly on a bench, a robin swooped down quite close to me, landing just a few meters away. Sometimes it still catches me off guard how this is literally in the middle of the city, but yet there's still so much greenery and wildlife, and it feels like you're in the middle of some national park or something. Especially when you randomly witness kayakers come in out of nowhere and go down the stream. This ravine is alive with the sound of chirping birds and the rustle of smaller critters in the underbush. You just gotta listen closely. Especially in the spring, this area bursts with life as migratory birds return. Every visit to the ravine feels like a new adventure in wildlife observation. I was about to say obsession, but honestly, even that works. The Don is not just for the critters though. Many of us enjoy walking, biking, or jogging along its paths. I often personally bike down this ravine myself, and I love stopping at various lookout points to take in the stunning views of the city skyline against the lush greenery. Within this ravine, there are so many parks worth exploring, both huge parks and little small parklets. Riverdale Park is a popular choice, offering stunning views of the city's skyline, especially the sunset, and ample green space for picnics and sports. I usually frequent here a lot because of the attached Riverdale Farm. Then there's Todmore and Mills, where you can enjoy both nature and history with beautiful gardens and trails. Fun fact, it actually used to be a lumber mill back in the days, going back to the history I covered earlier on. Another gem is Crother's Woods, which I will actually be exploring in a later episode. This is a hidden gem that some of the best fall colors in the city are present there, arguably, out of all of the ravines. Maybe speaking from a little tiny bit of bias. The Don River Ravine isn't just a space for solitude and just nature and sports activities, it's also a hub for community activities. Throughout the year, local organizations host cleanup events, farmers markets, art education programs, nature walks, and nature education programs. I've taken part in a cleanup day near Brickworks once, and it was great to see how so many people take time out of their busy day to try to preserve this area, especially keeping the industrial history in mind. As you plan your visit to this ravine, do remember to respect the environment. Stay on marked trails. Keeping the ravine clean helps preserve its beauty for everybody. especially during the fall seasons with beautiful colors everywhere. So let's remember the importance of Don River Ravine as not just a natural corridor, but as an important piece of Toronto's history and identity. That brings us to the end of this episode for Fact Snow Printer. Thanks for joining me today, and see you next time on another episode when we will talk about another ravine system. Bye!